Okay, now Catherine, this is going back to place value, right?
Yes.
Now, let me just give you a number here. 4.580. Now, 4 is in what place?
1,000.
4? That's a decimal right there.
Okay, in the hundreds.
No,
Okay, ones.
the 4 is in what place? That's the ones.
That's in the ones.
Yes, that's the ones. How would you say this in words?
4,500.
No, it's not 1,000. That's a decimal right there. For it to be 1,000, it has to be a comma. That's a decimal.
So that's 4.
4 and what?
580.
No, that's not 580 because there's a decimal point there.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's
4 and 58 hundredths or 580 thousandths. Because remember, the 5 is in the 10th place.
Yes, so it's 4.
8 is in the hundredth.
So
TH. And that's the thousand.
45. No, it's 45 or 1,000.
No, 4. This is a 4. And now say the decimal part.
45.
No, you said the 4. 4 is the ones. That's 4 ones.
4 ones.
So just say 4 and now say the decimal.
4 and 580.
No, 4 and 58 hundredths.
Oh, 44.
No, 4.
45.
No, not 45. 4, because this is a 1. This is the ones place. Remember, that's the ones place.
Yes.
After the decimal, it's the tenth. Then it's the hundredth. Then it's the thousandth.
45.
No, 45. 4, Catherine, 4.
Okay. 4 and 5,800.
Right, 4 and 58 hundredths, not hundreds. 4 and 50. I'm writing it here. 8 hundredths. Got to put the TH.
Oh, yes.
Because it's less than 1, right? 4 and 58 hundredths. So that would be DRETH. Remember, they have the TH ending. So 4 and 58 hundredths, or you could have said 4 and 580 thousandths. But we can say, okay, so this is the ones place. So this 0, let's go back to the 0.06.
Okay.
This 0 is in what place?
The ones.
No.
Tenths, the tenths.
And the 6 is?
And the ones.
No.
In the hundreds,
That's the hundredth, not hundredths. Hundredths. Hundredth. So that means 6. That's 6 hundredths. So that's 6 over 100.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Now, 6 over 10. See, how would I write that as a decimal? 6 over 10.
0.6.
That's it. Very good, Catherine. 0.6. Okay. Questions?
Not yet.
Okay, so this, you had this one correct, but I want to make sure you understand the place value. Okay. Now let's go to number 2. What's the answer for number 2?
Okay, a club has 36 members. If each member donates 12 items for, and what is that?
auction,
auction, how many items will there be in the auction? If they do what, the 12? Yeah, if they do 12.
how do you calculate it? What operation?
12 times 12 is 48. No, that's
No, read it again, Catherine. Read it again.
in a club,
No, a club has,
36 members. If each member donated 12 items for an auction, how many items will be, how many items will there be in the auction?
so how would you calculate it?
You got it added all together?
Add what?
12 and 36 and 12? Or 12 and
Read it again.
if a club has 36 members and each member
No,
donates.
wait, no, stop at the period and
Okay,
read it with understanding so you can solve it, okay?
club has 36 members. If each member donates 12 items, the auction.
For an,
Okay, I didn't see that. I had to push it up. Donate items for an auction. How many items will there be in the auction? Okay, let me see.
so think about it. You got 36 members. Each of those members donates 12 items for an auction. What's the total number of items in the auction?
Okay,
How would you find it?
do you multiply it?
That's right. That's why I want you to read it over. You multiply what, Catherine?
12 by 36.
That's right. So do that for me. You have your calculator. You want to do it by hand? Okay, 36. Or you can do method math. Right? 30 times 12 plus 6 times 12, right?
Yes. 6 times 2 is 36.
Okay. To make it easier, Catherine, why don't you make it, see, when you put a 0 on something's easier, right? So you can say 30 times 12, all right? Because we break it up 30 into 30 and 6. That makes
Yes.
it easier to calculate, right? So that's
Yes.
30 times 12
Let me see if I got-
plus 6 times 12. What's that equal to, Catherine?
Wait a minute, 6 times 12.
What's 30 times 12?
30 times 12 is 300.
30 times 12, 30 times 10 is 300.
Okay, 0. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know what I'm thinking is 90.
30 times 3 is 90. What's 30 times 12?
30 times 12 is 160.
No, you break a
No.
0 and multiply 3 times 12. What does that give you?
360.
That's right, Catherine. That's right. Enter math. 360. What's 6 times 12?
6 times 12. Wait a minute.
Gotta go back to those timetables.
Wait a minute. I'm just trying to think. I'm just off a little bit. 6 times 12.
6 times 12.
6 times.
That's a math.
Is 96.
6 times 12. 6 times 10 plus 6 times 2. What's that equal to?
That's not 24. 6 times. My head is not here right now.
6 times 10 plus 6
60.
times 2. And what's 6 times 2?
6 times 2 is 6 times 2 is 12.
Okay, what's 12 plus 60?
12 plus 60 is 72.
That's right. So what's 72 plus 360? What's that equal to? Add those
72
two together. What do you get?
times 360.
Mhm.
Okay. Yes. 432.
That's right, 432. And what answer is that?
D.
Answer D. See, so what is given and what are you looking for? You're given the members, number of members in a club. You know what each member donate. So to find the total, you got to multiply the number of members times the amount each one donate. So the total items donated by all of these 36 members is 432.
Yes.
All right. So you see how you have to read it and translate the words into the math.
Yes.
And the math is multiplication, division, subtraction, addition, or it could be a combination. Right?
Yes.
Now, as I said, you could make your work easier, Catherine, when you can break something down where you have a zero. Because if you make 36, 30, and 6, 30 times 12, you just bring down the zero and multiply 3 by the 12. That's how you get 360.
Okay.
And then 6 times 12 is part of your timetables that you should really know. And 6 times 12 is 72.
Okay.
So go back to your timetables because they save you a lot of steps,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It helps you with your mental math, helps you see the math. All right.
Yes.
Questions on number 2?
No.
Okay, let's go to number 3. Read number 3. Tell me how you would solve it.
What is the value of 4/10 plus 300? Okay, you gotta add that.
You can't add fractions unless the denominators are the same.
Right, that's right.
So what would you have to do first?
You have to see what could go into both.
Okay, let me just put,
Both of the denominators.
no, let's put this here. You have 4 over 10
I said 3 over 100.
and 3 over 100. Okay.
Okay.
Now you can't add them as they are because one has a denominator of 10, the other one has a denominator of 100, right?
Okay.
Okay. So you have 4 over 10, and I'll put them under each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because when your denominators are the same, you can add the numerators, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is 3 over 100. So let's put out 3 over 100. So you're adding fractions, but remember to add or subtract fractions, your denominators, that's your bottom number, have to be the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just, we don't need
that. Let me move it over.
Okay, I'll leave it. Okay, I'm gonna move this over.
Okay.
Move this over. Okay, now we want to add this, right? Let me just cut that. Okay. So we've got underneath it. So we're adding these, but we can't add them unless we make the denominators the same. How could you do that, Catherine? How could you make the denominators? That is the bottom number. How could we make them the same?
What could go in both of the numbers?
What were you saying?
What goes into both of the numbers? What goes into the 4? What goes into the 3?
No. You're trying to make the denominators the same. This is a 10.
Yes.
And this is 100. So which one would you change?
The 3?
I said denominators.
The 10. The 10. When you change the 10?
What would you change it to?
to 100 X times.
Yes, you change it to 100. So 4 over 10 is equal to what over 100?
Is it 1? 4 times. No, it can't be 4. Okay, 4 times.
Okay, what I'm asking you, 4. Okay, let me just take this out. Okay. 4 over 10 is equal to what over 100? So 4 over 10, just put this over 10. And we don't need to line that for it. Let me just take that out. Okay. Now 4 over 10, I'm asking you, is equal to what number over 100? So let me put the 10 here. Now that's
2.
equal to what number over 100?
It's not 2, right? No, it can't be 2.
No.
But,
Now I'm gonna put
it's not 2.
underline here.
2 times 2 equal to 1.
I'll just put an N here. You tell me what N is, okay? And underneath here, I want to put 100. You tell me what number is N. Okay. For these to be equal, Catherine, what does N have to be?
N have to be. It'd be 6.
No.
Wait a minute, that's
4
added.
over 10
Is,
well, to go from 10 to 100, what do? What operation?
you got to divide?
No, this
Multiply.
is increasing. You multiply. So what
Okay.
number times 10 gives 100?
10.
10, that's right. So this would be times 10, right?
Yes.
Times 10, and that's equal to
100.
right? Now, if I multiply that denominator,
you got to add the top number with the 10 to that be 40 over 100.
you mean I have to multiply? I'd have to multiply the top number, that's the numerator, by 10.
By 10,
So
and that
times
makes
10, and what's that equal to, Catherine? You got it.
40.
40. That's right. So this N is 40. So let's just put 40 here. Okay, I take the N out because we've already solved what the N is, what you told me. And let's put that. So 4 over 10 is 40 over 100. Now, that means the 4 over 10 is 40 over 100. So let me just put it over here. I'll just put it here. Okay, equal. That's 40 over 100 that we wrote. And you've got, so now you're adding 40 over 100 and 3 over 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
that's 43.
That's right, you got it. And that's 100. Okay, and now you got 3 over 100 right here. What's that equal to, Catherine?
3 over 100. You got to times it by 10, right? That's 330.
No, 3 is over 100. We already got that as 100,
okay.
Right? So we don't have to do anything to that, but just rewrite it. That's it. So that would be 3. So let's just put here 3 over 100. And now you have your denominator the same, so you can just add the numerators. So that's 100. So what's that equal to, Catherine?
What, 100, what? You talking about the
40 over 100 plus 3 over 100. What's that equal
40,
to?
43 over 100.
That's right. What answer is that?
That is number, wait a minute, number A.
That is letter A, right? So this will be 43. Because remember, you can add those numerators when your denominators are the same. So that would be 43 over 100. That's how you get your answer. You
Okay,
cannot add those numerators unless the denominators are the same. So your answer is 43 over 100. Let me just put that there, and that's answer A. All right. So let me just, you don't need that space there. Okay, so answer A. So what's the rule, Catherine, for adding fractions?
added fraction,
What must happen for you to add fractions?
you had the multiplier.
No,
Wait a minute.
to add the fractions, your denominators must be the same. That's the rule.
Okay.
And to subtract fractions, your denominators must be the same.
If you multiply, you gotta divide, right?
No, if you
It's not
multiply,
that
you
one.
don't have to do anything but multiply. That's one of
Oh,
the
okay.
easiest fraction operations.
You know what
Multiply,
happened?
you multiply numerator, you multiply denominator, and then you may have to simplify it at the end, but you don't have
Okay,
to convert. You don't care
okay,
what the numerators and denominators are in multiplication, but in division, where you say multiply, that's the one you have to flip the divisor, then multiply. Okay, but you don't have to change the denominators to the same, but you must do it when you're adding or subtracting.
okay.
So remember that rule.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Catherine, I'm recording this, right? I'm recording this math, so you may want to go to the YouTube and look at it,
Yes,
reinforce
that's
this.
what I do. That's what I
Okay.
do.
All
Yes.
right. So
Yes.
what did I just say about adding and subtracting fractions? What must be true?
They gotta be the same.
What is they?
The numerator.
No, the
Oh, yes,
denominator,
I mean the
Catherine.
denominator. I'm sorry, the denominator
Bottom number is the
have to be the
denominator.
same. They
It
have to be
must be
the
the
same.
same.
You gotta get it to be. You gotta multiply it to get it to be the same. The denominator have to.
Yeah, it's not always multiplying. You may have to divide.
Add or divide. Yes, add or
Yeah,
divide.
yeah, but you have to make the denominators the same in order to add or subtract the fractions.
Okay.
Okay, so remember that rule. To
Yeah,
add or
I'm a little-
subtract the fractions, you must make the denominators the same. Now, I'll send you, let's see, fraction rules.
be the
I will
same.
email, making a note of this, so I can email
I'm
you
right here,
fraction
trying to-
rules. So write it down, but anyway, I'll email you these.
Yes, I'm just writing
Email
that down.
fraction rules. But that's a very important one. Don't try to add those numerators if the denominators are different.
Okay.
Notice they added 4, they said 4, 3, they put 43, 110, 110. No, 4 and 3 are 7. They put it over 10. Then they added 4 and 3, and they added 10 and 100. That's how they got what? 7 over 110. No, you must make those denominators the same. See, they gave you answers that you get when you do it incorrectly. All right. Any questions on adding fractions?
Not yet. If I do, I'll come back, but I don't think so.
Okay, you said no questions, Catherine. That means you can do one, right?
If I don't, I yell back.
Okay, let me give you another one. Suppose you had 2, and we're gonna say over 5. I just want to give you a little practice here. And you want to add to that. Let me just put here plus 3, and that we are saying, align that, 3/10, Catherine. What's the answer?
That's, okay, let me see something.
2/5 plus 3/10. Remember, the denominators are different. So what would you
You
get?
gotta multiply that at the bottom. You gotta get both of the denominators the same.
Yes. So what would you do?
I would times. Okay, wait a minute. I would times 2 to get 5 times 2 is 10.
Right?
5 times 2 is 10.
If you multiply the denominator, you got to multiply the numerator.
That's right. Hold on. I'm trying to do this so because you want both the bottom and top to be the same, right?
No, I want both bottoms to be the same.
That's what I'm saying. The denominator. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay.
So which one would you convert?
The 5 times.
No, which fraction? The 2/5 or the 3/10? Which one would you change?
3/10. No, the 2/5. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what would you change the 2/5 to? So let me just put 2/5. That's the one you said you would change, right?
Isn't that right? Okay, I would change that. Okay, I would have to put. Wait a minute.
So what would you change that to?
Okay, a 2. 5 times 2 equals 10.
Okay.
And then the top, when you do the same.
So what would that be?
2 is 4.
That's right.
And then the bottom.
You said 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 5 is 10, and that is indeed correct.
And
so now what's the answer? Just tell me the answer. Now you converted, yeah. What is 2/5 plus 3/10?
It's okay, that is 6/10. 6/10.
That's a 4.
Wait a minute, the top one I got is.
You got a 4.
Yes, 4/10. I'm sorry, 4/10.
You adding these two, Catherine. So when you made your 2/5, 4/10. So what's 4/10 plus 3/10?
Oh, 7/10.
That's right, Catherine. Very good. 7/10.
I'm thinking that now you gotta multiply.
No, adding.
Okay, adding, after you multiply that, you gotta add the 2 numerators together.
Once you make your denominators the same, you just add the numerators.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so the 2/5 became 4/10. So now you had 4/10 plus 3/10. 4 plus 3 is 7, all over 10. That 7 is over 10 because now your denominators are the same.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, I better. I think I got it now. Yes.
Yeah, you did the conversion. Very good. Okay. Now let's go to number 4. Read number 4, Catherine. I'm going to the next. I'm bringing that to the next page.
Planner has put together 280 binders for attendees and another 31 binders for the
presenters.
Yes. How many total binders did the planner put together for the attendees and the presenters? All together is 311, isn't it?
So what did you do?
I had added it.
That's it. 280 plus 31. You have 2 groups. You have the attendees. You have the presenters. You know what each one had, the number of binders. So you just take the 280 and the 31. Let's just put it here. We'll put it at the bottom. 31. And then you just add them. This is an addition problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's put this
Okay.
on the line. Okay. This okay, so when you add them, what did you get?
Well, I got 311.
That's right. That's what that adds to 311. That's your answer, and that'll be answer what?
Let's see.
Answer C. Very good, Catherine. Very good. Okay, now let's go to number 5. Now, these were actually problems I selected from the Accuplacer type, evaluations that are used for college prep. All right. It comes under the arithmetic category. Read number 5, Catherine, and tell me what.
A store stocked 150 cans of popcorn for a weekend sale. That weekend, 72 of the cans sold. What percentage of the cans of popcorn stock was sold that weekend? 72%.
Are you getting 72?
If it's 72, so that weekend, 72 of the cans were sold. What percentage of the cans of popcorn stock was sold that weekend? It don't go by the 72?
Percent would be how much you sold divided by what you started with.
150.
150.
Yes.
So
Divided.
percent is going to be cans sold divided by the total.
So
what would that be?
Oh, you got to divide the 72 into the 150, right?
You've got to divide the 72 by the 150. The 150 goes to the 72.
Okay.
In other words, your percent, let's just write it in words here. Percent, we want sold. So percent sold equal popcorn sold divided by the total.
Is it 2%?
No.
Wait a minute. What am I doing wrong? Hold on, 150.
Percent sold. Let's see, let's take that out.
72. How much 72?
Oh, it's popcorn sold over total. Over total.
It sold is 72, right? And the total of cans 150.
So then you got to divide the 72 by 150.
Okay, 72 goes into 150.
So this becomes
72.
Okay, equal 72. That's how much you sold, but you had 150 cans of it, right, in stock, right?
Yes.
So then this would be 72 divided by 150. What is that, Catherine? What do you get when you divide that?
Let's see.
What do you get when you divide?
At first, I get how much? 72 goes into 150.
No, it's 72 divided by 150. Your 72 is your dividend. Your 150 is your divisor. So when you divide 72 by 150, you get a decimal. What's the decimal, Catherine? What is that equal to?
0.48.
Yeah, 0.48. How do you convert from a decimal to a percent?
You have to not multiply. You have to move the decimal over to the right.
How many places?
3 places.
Nope.
Or 2 places.
Okay, that's the same as multiplying by 100. So to go
Yes.
from decimals to percent, shift
Yes.
your decimal point 2 places to the right, and that's the same as multiplying by 100.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what would that be equal to as a percent?
Okay, it'd be 48 over 100.
No, as a percent.
48%.
48%. That's right. So that would be 48 percent. 48%. That would be your answer. That's answer what?
That's answer C.
Answer C. Now, Catherine, you know what percent was sold. What percent was not sold? How would you find that?
When you subtract that from the 150.
No, we're talking percents here, and you're mixing things up now.
Okay, you said what percentage would that be?
What percent of the popcorn was not sold? In other words, unsold. So how much, what percent of the popcorn was left?
100 and
Percent. I didn't say cans.
5%.
No. Your whole total, Catherine, is 100%.
Yes.
When you're talking percents, right? That's 100%. So you just take the whole total, 100%, subtract out the 48.
Oh, okay.
And what's that equal to?
Hold on just a minute.
Into math. 48 from 100 gives what?
Wait a minute, that's 4. It's 42%. No, hold on. It's 42%, isn't it? Let me see something. I'm not doing something.
48 from 100.
Hold on. Let me just give me a minute. I just. The 52%.
52%. That's right. 52%.
That's what I have to.
Right. That's the short way of doing it. Another way, with the long way, would be to subtract 72 from 150 and divide that by 150. But since you already know the percent sold, the percent unsold would be the total 100% minus 48. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's go to the very last problem, number 6. Percent.
That one.
What number in the list? Read it, Catherine.
What number in the has the greatest value?
Now, notice now you have fractions and you have decimals. So the first thing, if you can't determine which one is bigger by looking at them, you make them all the same format. So let's make them all decimals, right?
Yes, okay.
Okay, let's make them all decimals, then we can compare them. So let's check.
The first one is 8 over 3.
Okay, 8 over 3 would be what?
0.83.
No.
So
that's a fraction. So you convert that to a mixed fraction. So what would 8 over 3 be as a mixed fraction?
Wouldn't that be 0.83?
No. Divide 8 by 3.
2
What do you get, Catherine?
2, 2,
2 and what? You got
2,
something left over. It's not
2
exactly
left
2.
over. 2 over, it'd be 2 over 2.
No.
8, 3 going to 8 2 times.
Yeah, and then what do you have left?
You have 2 left over.
So you've got to put that over the denominator. So what would that be equal to?
2 over 2 is 1. That's what you're saying.
No. 8 over 3, you got what?
8 over 3.
You said what goes 2
2.
times, right?
Let's go 2 over 3.
Okay, and you had 2, so it be 2 and 2 over 3.
Oh, like
2
that.
and 2/3. That's a mixed fraction, right? A
Okay.
mixed number. Now, what would that be as a decimal? 2 point what, Catherine?
0.3.
No,
2
2/3.
2 and 2/3. 2/3.
No, I've got the 2.
Uh-huh.
I'm asking you, is 2/3 converts to what decimal?
2.3. 2.03.
No. 2/3.
And it equal to 2.
2 over 3 equal to what as a decimal? Divide 2 by 3. Tell me what you get. 3 is the divisor. 2 is the what?
2, 1/3.
No, 2 over 3. You want to get a decimal. Divide 2 by 3, Catherine. Tell me what do you get? It's a decimal. 0 point what?
0.1.
No.
0.3.
No, just divide that out by hand. Divide 2 by 3.
2, 1 to 3 one time.
Oh,
0.
no, this says 2 divided by 3, Catherine. In other words, your 3 is outside the box.
Okay, so 2 over 3. 2 over 3. Or 1 over 3.
Wait, let me see. Wait, just a minute. Let's
Wait
see
a minute,
if
I'm
I
getting
can.
mixed up. Don't you supposed to divide that?
Let
you
me
divide
wait just a
2
minute. Let's see if
into
I can
3?
go to a. Let's see
I
if I
thought
can
it
go
would
to
be
a whiteboard.
2 over.
See my whiteboard. See, I can't. The whiteboard wasn't working before.
Okay.
Go back to where I was. Okay. See if I can do this like this. Okay. 2 divided by 3. So the 3 is outside and the 2 is here, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying 3, so that means the decimal goes here. So 3 in the, and okay. And then I have here, let's see. So then I have a decimal. 3 in the 20 goes how many times?
3 goes into 20. 3 goes into 20. 6 times.
6, right? 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 from 20 is 2, and I've got 3 in the 20 again. 6, right?
Yeah.
So
0.66.
so 3. Okay. So 2, okay. 2 divided by 3, that's 0.66. So this will be 2 point, actually you round it because it's 666. So it'll be 2.67. All right. You have the 2, and then the 2/3 is equal to 0.67. All right.
Okay, let me write that down because I got confused with this.
1/3 is 33 1/3 or 0.33. 2/3 is 66 2/3 or 0.67. All right.
That's number 6, right? Number 6.
So we've got 8/3. So we can put here, we trying to put this as a decimal. So the 8/3 becomes 2.67, right?
Yeah.
Now we've 2.28 is already in decimal format. Now 10/12.
10/12.
This would be, what would that be as a decimal, Catherine?
Okay. Point.
10 divided by 12.
Is 10 divided by 12 is 1.
No, 10 divided by
two.
12 is your divisor.
Okay, so 10 goes into 12 one time.
No, 10, no. This says 10 divided by 12.
Oh.
12 is your divisor. That's like
So
outside the
12.
box.
So that's 12. 10, isn't that 12? 112?
Well, first of all, you could simplify that to 10/12 can simplify to what? What number goes into 10 and goes into 12?
6.
No.
Oh,
6
2.
don't go into 2.
Oh,
So
no, 2. It's
2
2.
into 10 is 5, right?
5. Yes. And 2
And then
into
12 divided by 2 is 6.
yes.
So 10/12, let me just put it here, is equal to 5/6. So let me just put this here. 10/12, let's put this 12 here. Is 5/6. And that's equal to 5/6.
Okay.
So 5/6 is what as a decimal, Catherine?
5/6 is 0.5. Wait a minute. Decimal.
5 divided by 6 is what?
1, 6, 112
No, 5 divided by 6.
is 1.
Put 6 outside and put the 5, put a decimal.
0.5.
If my whiteboard was working, I could put it on.
0.56.5.
No.
Why am I not getting this right? I don't know. This is not.
Okay, let's see if
Hold on, let me write this out.
Just a minute. Let me.
I'm just not getting
If
this
I can
far.
get it. See if I can get a whiteboard working here. Okay.
Let me just try to write this.
Let me put a text box here. Okay. Now I said 5 divided by 6. That means the 6 is outside, and I'm trying to divide that into the 5. Okay. So the 6 is the divisor.
So you put the 6. Okay.
Let me just see if I can draw it like this. No, it's not letting me. It won't let me write here for some reason. I don't know.
Okay, so let me just
write here. I wanted to write it. Okay.
Okay, do you put
Wait,
okay, do you put 6.5?
Let's see. Just a minute. See if I can get this to work.
Oh, I'm just getting disgusted.
No, I'm trying to write this.
I know, I'm just getting disgusted. I don't know why. All this.
No, the division. See, the 6 is in the 5. If I could, if this.
Oh, do you put the 6?
The 6 is outside, like you know, when you're dividing, you have it. Like the kids I used to tutor, they call it in the house. So the 5 is in the house. The 6 is outside.
Okay, so do you put it like?
I
You
was,
put like equal point, 0.6.
so the 6 is, let me see, is the divisor. And the 5 is the dividend. So the 6 is outside. So you say 6. So you put a 5 and a point and a 0. And then you say 6 into the 50 and put the decimal point. So what would that give you, Catherine? Let me go back.
I didn't understand. Okay, you said the 6 is the
The
divisor.
6 is, yeah, and the 5 is the dividend. So the 6 is outside of the house. The 5 is in the house. Now I was trying to put it, it somehow won't let me draw.
Okay, so would it be like 6.6?
It's not letting me draw. That's unfortunate, because then it would be clearer to you if I could draw it.
Everything just like messing up.
5 divided by 6. So this would be 6. Let's see if I can do it like this. See if I can do it. Okay. Wait just a minute. Let me okay, so I have a 6 right here, right?
6.
Now let me just underline. Now let me see if I can do it drawing. Okay, draw. Okay, so I've got 6, right?
Okay.
Here we go. 5. Okay, see, I can draw it. So 6 is going into 5. So I put a decimal here, and then I put a 0, 0. And so I say 6 in the 50, and that would be, I put my decimal point right here in the quotient. So 6 in the 50 goes 8 times. So this would be 8, right? 8 times 6 is 48. Okay. Then I draw my line and subtract. 8 from 10 is 2. Bring down a 0. And 6 into 20 goes how many times, Catherine?
6 goes into 20. It goes 3 times.
3 times. So then I put the 3 here, right? And I can just really stop there, right? So that's 0.83. So that means then that 10 over 12, that's the next one, right? And so I have 2.67, I have 2.28, and now I have 0.83. I'll put it right here. Okay.
83 you put where? Up there at the top.
Yeah, let me go back here and take that out. Okay. Okay. Now I put my 0.83 here. Well, I'll draw it. That's all right. I'm still in the draw mode. So that's 0.83. All right. And this is already a decimal. So put this and put 0.1999. 1 decimal point. Just copying this over again. 199. Okay. Now I have them all. Okay. You put a 9, another 9.
So,
okay.
So the answer.
So they're all in decimal. Now, which one has the greatest value? 2.67, 2.28, 0.83, or 0.199? Which one is bigger?
0.0. Is it 0. 0.199.
No,
Wait a minute,
that's
hold
a
on.
0 and that's a 2.
Oh, wait a minute. No. It's the let me see which one is the is 2.28. Is that the one at the first one?
No, isn't 0.67 bigger than 0.28?
Yes. Yes, wait a minute.
And which one was 2.67? We converted something to 2.67.
Okay.
Which one did we convert? 8/3, right? So 8/3 is the biggest value. This one. That's the one that's the biggest.
Can I see you?
Huh?
Hello? Uh-oh, this is trying to mess up now. Oh, please don't do this now. I can't see it.
You
I
can't see
can't-
the screen?
I can't, it went back small. This, I don't know what's up with this. This is what I'm telling you. This is half of the time that gets me to a problem. And to just change the phone and get this. Now it's acting up. It says
Okay.
your microphone is on mute. Your video is stopped.
Oh, so you can't see the screen.
I can't see nothing. Don't, done speaking. Don't even do that. Why is this doing this?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I can still hear you.
That's on your phone.
Yeah, I got to go back and get the tablet check. I don't know what's wrong. I can see you, but I couldn't hear you. That's why I went to the phone.
Okay. Now
Now
on the
this,
phone, you can't see the screen.
no, but I just could hear you.
Okay, but you could see the screen before.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So
So
you know what it
the
is? It's almost 8 o'clock too. That's why it's like that. It's at 7:59. But you don't never cut off at that time anyway. Not at 8 o'clock.
no, we've gone beyond that. So
Yeah,
that's
so
not
I
that's
don't know
not the
what.
problem.
This is it. This is the phone.
Okay, now, okay, so the biggest number is just 2.67, and that's the
Okay.
8/3.
Okay, the
So the
biggest.
8/3 is the biggest number. That's A. Answer A for number
Okay,
6.
answer A.
Okay.
Number 6.
Number 6 is answer A.
Okay, I got that.
Now, when I
Next.
copy this over again, I'll put them as the numbers as we have them all instead of the drawing. Okay.
Okay, that was the last one, right? You
That
didn't have
was,
any.
yeah, that was, we had just 6 problems. So 8/3 is the large. But the thing is, when you're making a comparison, Catherine, you have to get them in the same format. So if you
Okay.
have fractions and decimals, you probably need to get your decimals all in the same. So you can convert. Well, sometimes it's easier to go the other way. Here, it was easier to take the 2 fractions and make them decimals, right?
Okay,
But
yes.
sometimes it may be the other way. It may be easier to make the decimals fractions. But in this case, it wasn't, because these are not like nice and neat fractions of 0.199 and 2.28. So it was easier to make the 8/3 a decimal and the 10/12 a decimal. Got it?
Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay,
have to
now
study
I've got one more thing we want to do, and that's a prompt. So let me go to new share.
I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it.
I could hear you, but I can't see it.
Okay, so I'm going to bring it up and then I'll send it to you. So this will be your homework, Catherine, along with the, you know what your other homework was?
Yeah,
What did I say your homework?
You said do paragraph 3 and send it to you.
And the conclusion.
Yes, that's what you told me to do. I'm gonna
Okay,
do that.
so you've got, let's see. So your homework, send me paragraph 3 of your introduction and send me your entire conclusion.
Okay.
I will, when I send you what we went over, I'll put that there, but I just want to reinforce it. Homework, send me paragraph 3 and
Okay.
send me the entire conclusion.
Okay.
Now, since you can't see the screen, okay, so, and your homework also would be to read, I'm giving you a prompt
Okay.
and something to read.
Okay.
And I need you to write a paragraph on the prompt. So you're gonna read through this, and it's a nice little interesting write-up about a lady who lost her dog and people trying to help her find the dog, right? And these
Okay.
strangers didn't even know her. So
Okay.
I want you to read that, then write a paragraph. Well, first answer the questions. There's a couple of questions about the text for you to answer. And
Okay.
then I want you to write a paragraph on the prompt. What acts of kindness have you witnessed or participated in?
Okay.
Okay, what acts of kindness have
Now
you
this new one.
witnessed?
Huh?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
this is part of your homework. So your homework
Okay.
consists of 3 things. Paragraph 3 of the introduction of your library essay and the entire conclusion of your library essay, and then a prompt that has something you'll read and then write a paragraph on the prompt. What acts
Okay.
of kindness have you witnessed or participated in?
Okay.
Either you actually was involved in the acts of kindness, or you saw somebody else. It could be on the bus and somebody fell and
You're
people
breaking
start
up.
helping them. I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you start to do that sound. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now better.
Okay. So, I was using an example, like you could be on the bus and someone falls and somebody tries to help them. That's an act of kindness to a stranger. They don't know each other. All right.
Okay, I have to figure out something that I've seen or what happened.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it once on the subway, and I got out. It was at the trade center, and I got on the bench, and there was a actually pretty obvious homeless person who tried to help me. Now he could have snatched my purse. He saw I was
But he
kind of
didn't.
disoriented, but no, he tried to help me and said, "Anything I can help you?" And I thought that was very kind of him to do
It
that.
was.
Yeah.
It,
So
yeah,
I mean, things like that happens all over, and I'm sure
yeah,
you've seen it happen, and I'm
yeah,
sure you've help somebody that you didn't even know, right?
yeah. Yes,
So
I
think
did.
about it. Yeah, I'm sure you've had experiences with that, Catherine. So I want you to write a paragraph on this prompt. Either
Okay.
something you saw happen where somebody was kind to some other people or a person, or something you participated in where you showed kindness. All right.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry
Okay,
about
so we're gonna stop. So what's your
that. Okay.
homework, Catherine? Repeat it.
Okay. The do the turn in the conclusion, and this one here about
Paragraph 3
three.
of the homework
Yeah.
introduction.
Yes.
Paragraph 3 of the essay.
And then the book, the thing that you said, bullet, the one that
No,
you're
no,
gonna
Catherine.
what?
Paragraph 3 of the introduction, right?
Yes, I got that.
Right? And the entire conclusion, because you wrote it
Italian.
last week. You just need to send it to me. That way I can put it in the essay. And then this prompt on acts of kindness.
Huh.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
So we're gonna stop here. I think it was a good lesson. You did good,
Yes, I'm
Catherine.
sorry
All right.
that I'm just things are just not going right. This tablet and this phone. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope they can get it fixed. Yeah.
But you know what? Since they changed it to from Sprint to T-Mobile, it just started a problem. Now today would have been the last day. If I wouldn't have changed the phone, I wouldn't have had no service. It's still messed up the way it is right now because when I'm on the tablet,